Okay, so welcome to Bollywood Live, and
Thank you.
for your for Poison 2, and I saw the trailer.
Thank you. Yeah.
We begin with so firstly, I wanted to ask you, like, after so many years, like actors
Yeah.
who, after you have already the jump, they're finally seeing you in a web series. Were you hesitant to the transition earlier, or the right project just didn't come?
No, I was never hesitant to the transition earlier. I think it's a great platform to be on, and it's a very exciting platform because you can experiment with so many things as an actor on this platform. I think I was just waiting for the right stuff to happen at the right time, and the kind of role and the kind of character and the kind of show and setup that I was looking for. I think all that kind of Poison ticked all the boxes, and I was very happy to be on board. I enjoyed doing it because this is a character I've always wanted to do something really strong and something really intense, and action thrillers are my favorite genre as well. So I think when this was offered to me, I instantly said yes because I heard it and I loved it, and this is something I always wanted to do. So I think जैसे कहते हैं ना देर आए दुरुस्त आए, so I think it's one of those things.
So, of course, there's a lot of glamour and sex on display, but what would you say sets Poison 2 apart from other shows of this kind?
I think the plot and the fact that is revenge based. Revenge is a very very interesting emotion. It's a very appealing emotion. जब कभी रिवेंज की बात आती है तो सब लोग सोचते हैं यार मुझे देखना है. It's the base, and the base of the show is revenge because you want to know who's taking revenge on whom and how. There's always that intrigue factor when it comes to revenge. So जब भी कोई revenge shows आई हैं, people are always intrigued to see it. It's always special. So I think what sets Poison apart is the fact that it's got a very interesting storyline. It's got something in it for everybody. It's got amazing characters, and it deals with revenge. And every time you feel कि you have the story figured out, आपको पता है कि ये कहानी किस मोड़ पर जाने वाली है, we prove you wrong. That's the beauty about Poison. You cannot predict the story of Poison because there are so many turns and twists. In fact, even when I was listening to the script, I was just shocked. I didn't know where it's going, and I could not predict. And that's when I was just completely, fascinated by it, and I was just blown away. That it's such amazing writing, such intricate writing, and because that's what really helps an actor and a director when the writing itself is so strong, everything is justified, and each character has been drafted really carefully and properly. No character has been left behind, and that's the beauty about it because it's very important to justify each and every character when you do an ensemble. इतने सारे किरदार होते तो you have to justify each and everybody's presence on the show. So I think that's what I think sets it apart, and that's what is really appealing about the show.
And instead of a fresh web show, you opted for a second season of an already successful show. So, was it a safer bet?
Actually, I didn't think of it that way. In fact, now you're telling me, it struck me for the first time. But I never really thought I'll go for a first season or second season. I think what really attracted me is the concept, the story of the show, the fact that Vishal, my friend, who's the director, he was directing it, and of course Z5 is presenting it. I've been talking to Z5 for a long time to do stuff, but it didn't work out. So I think whether it was season 1 or season 2, I never really thought about it so much. I didn't have so many strategies. I'm just a very simple guy. If something I like and is appealing to me, I will do it. तो उसमें इतने सारे ख्याल तो नहीं थे. But having said that, there is no story connection between season 1 and season 2. So when you watch season 1, there is no continuation of season 2. And when you watch season 2, it's got nothing to do with season 1. Except for there are 2 or 3 characters from season 1 that have been repeated in season 2 as the same characters. But, the plot, the new characters being introduced, the revenge drama, everything is very different. So, even if you don't watch one or the other, it has no impact on the other season. So for me, it's like a brand new season anyway, But yes, it is season 2 of an already existing successful franchise, and that's what makes it more intriguing as well. Now think of it, people when they like the first season, obviously because we watch a lot of shows as well. We like the season of season 1 of a particular show. We're always looking forward to season 2 because we always want to see more of that. So yeah, it's a continuation of sorts, but the story and plot is very different.
And the trailer is pretty ambiguous regarding all the characters. What would you call your role? Like, is it a positive, negative, or an anti hero?
the whole point of the trailer was to create intrigue, was to give you a brief about the characters, but not tell you too much about it, because that's the whole point of the show. And my character, who's the protagonist of the show, you don't know whether he's good or bad. That's the whole beauty of this character as well. So when I was hearing the narration and I read the script, I was like, this is amazing, because even I can't guess whether he's good or bad till very late in the show. And that's the interesting part of the writing, that has translated now onto the trailer, like you've seen. So perhaps if you're asking this question, then you know that you want to know more. You feel that I want to know who these people are, what is their purpose, मतलब उनका मकसद क्या है, किस सिलसिले में ये लोग यहाँ पर आए हैं और क्यों कर रहे हैं जो कर रहे हैं. And that gets revealed, obviously all the cards get revealed in the show. So that's the whole point of it. And if I tell you everything now in this interview, then perhaps you won't watch the show. So I'll wait for you to watch the show, and then you can discover for yourself who's doing what.
And you have never shied away from doing adult comedies, be it Masti franchise, Kya Cool Hai Hum 3, and now Poison 2. So despite our audience comprised predominantly of middle class families, what makes you so confident in taking up these projects?
Poison 2 is not an adult comedy because you put it in the bracket of an adult comedy. But I think the era of adult comedies then was very different, that we did the Masti series, Kya Kula Hum. And you see, Poison is, I would say it's an action thriller. And, action thrillers have youth audiences as well as family audiences. You have people who like action thrillers and they like the mystery and the suspense element, and they like the whole revenge drama element. So that has got a separate appeal, It's not about really shying away. As an actor, I've always loved action thrillers, but unfortunately, I've never got too many opportunities to do action thrillers. So this was an opportunity that I could get to do it, and I could, really have so much to do as an actor, to stretch myself as an actor, to push my boundaries as an actor, and that's why I said yes to it. So it's about what really attracts me to it at that point of time, and how much I can really do with that character and that performance that excites me. So I think whatever I get in the future, I will try and see whatever excites me, and creatively where I can stretch myself and push my boundaries is what I'm going to always do.
And is it also the hypocritical nature of our audience, wherein we know that despite not admitting, they like watching such things discreetly?
I won't call it hypocritical. I would just say that everybody is bound by their own value systems and beliefs. Sometimes we also live in a very judgmental society, so you can't really blame them for being, discreet about things, because people, if you say, "Maine ye dekhi, wo dekhi," then people will start judging you on it. So I think the moment we become a less judgmental society, I think people will come out in the open and talk more, and discuss their feelings more, and discuss their likes and dislikes of what they want to watch as well. So yeah, it's a double-edged sword. People like to watch stuff, people don't admit to it, but that's just the way the society that we live in, and there's no judgment to that.
And you have done so like your best work as a child artist. Do you still get acknowledgement for Mr. India, Chalbaz, Insaniyat, or Shahenshah?
Yeah, I think anybody who knows about my filmography knows that I've also done 6 or 7 films as a child actor. The list that you just mentioned, Mr. India, of course, is a cult film. Bacha Bacha Janta Hai, Mr. India. In any era, you show Mr. India to a millennial, who was born in the 21st century. They will love the film because it's a timeless film. It's koi expiry date nahi hai. So there's always that acknowledgement that I was a child actor. And I'm blessed to have that sort of experience as a child when I was growing up from the age of 7. That very few children have the opportunity to do so much of work while they're growing up, at the same time focus on their studies. So yeah, it's been amazing, and I do get that acknowledgement every now and then from people who know my filmography.
Okay, and how has this phase been between like you had done your work as a child artist and then as a grown-up actor? Like in between, how has that phase been? Like from being a child, you had already worked with so many big stars, and then you had to wait till you grow up and then come back.
I had to wait till I grew up. I had an amazing childhood. I had great people to work with. I was exposed to cinema, I was exposed to the camera from a very young age, and of course, I cherished all of those memories, and I still do. But I wasn't really waiting to grow up. I was always wanting to be an actor someday, because I kind of developed a major passion for cinema and major passion for acting while I was growing up. I discovered that this is something I can do best. So obviously, when I grew up, because I was not from a film family, or not from, I was not a star son or whatever. I never really had opportunities waiting for me. I always, uh, hoped and prayed that someday, I will do an audition for something and I will get, a film as a lead actor, and I would become a film star, or an actor someday, and entertain people, and do films and see myself on the big screen as a hero. All of these ambitions I had nurtured, but obviously because I didn't have an avenue, I didn't have really. Um, a project waiting for me, to launch me. I don't have a launch pad. But then Ramoji saw me in Mast, and he casted me in Mast, and that was for me like a dream come true, because that was a tailor-made role for me, and I was a little under 20 years of age, and I got a film as a hero who's romancing one of the top actresses, Urmila Matondkar, at that time, and with such an amazing director, Ram Gopal Verma, and it's an A-list film, and that's it. Then life changed after that. So it's been an amazing journey. I was blessed. My fortune and my destiny changed, and here I am today, 21 years later, talking to you, and hopefully inspiring everybody who's watching me.
Surely. And thank you so much for joining. And it was really fun talking to you. And all the best.
Likewise, thank you so much. Yeah, I hope you watch it, and I hope you enjoy it, and I
Yeah.
hope that people see it, and they enjoy it as well, because we've really enjoyed doing it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.